if you're trying to be somebody else and do something that someone else is doing, because you see the end results, then you may be doing the wrong thing.
On this episode of True Transitions, former collegiate athlete and the father of Super Bowl champ Odell Beckham Jr. tells us about the importance of establishing purpose and overcoming obstacles. Through each transition, Pops breaks down the truth behind how he was determined to become the successful entrepreneur and the family man that he is today.
So, you and Shaq living together, what was that whole dynamic like? Were you motivating him? Did he motivate you? Or was it kind of like y'all played off of each other's energy? What was that whole thing like?
I mean, we were just competitive, and of course, him being Shaq dunking on everybody, I mean, that motivated me because,
Right.
you know, just watching him but at the same time, he was still Shaq. He was still a big kid. He was still himself. He didn't let that change him. And so, but, you know, me and him, we just, we were just laid back, you know, we didn't really push each other. You know, it was one of those, you know, mutual respect for each other. He was good at his craft. I was good at my craft. He was number 33. I was number 33. So that kind of just kept going. And, you know, when we lived with each other, it was the normal little apartment, you know. Yeah. He did his thing, I did my thing. But he did want me to be his cousin, though. He was like, tell him you my cousin, talking to the girls. Tell him you my cousin. Yeah, girl, go on, he cool. They cousin, we Texas boys, you know? Yeah. Because he ended up coming from San Antonio, but by the way of New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So it honestly sounded like y'all just had this really cool dynamic where you watched him, he watched you. It was never spoken. But both of y'all just wanted to be great at the same time. So it just sounds like y'all played off of each other's energy, which is
we did. And again, we were just competitive. Competitive guys from Texas. We were Texas boys. So we wanted to dominate the Louisiana boys and anybody else that wasn't from Texas. We made sure that we stamped Texas and Louisiana. Yeah.
That's fair. Everything's bigger in Texas, man.
Yeah.
Bigger and better.
But no, he was real chill. Just really a big kid. He used to, you know, back then had turntables.
Yeah.
And I used to have to listen to that, you know, and then I'd watch him sometime. Come here, let me show you how to mix and scratch. Oh man, I ain't got time for that, bro. Yeah, I didn't have time for that. Nah, I didn't have time for that.
So tell me about what was the point where you knew what your passion was, which was football, and what did that feel like? How did you know internally that was your passion?
Probably because I did well doing it, you know, and it really gave me the feeling to get better too. And that's why I kind of stopped playing the other sports, because I knew I was good in this and I didn't get hurt in this. So I thought that was my route, and that's why I put so much into it and enjoyed playing. Didn't know how good I was, you know, until the records and all that piled up, but I enjoyed it. I just enjoyed the game. And I was good at it. And I ended up taking a few guys' position, and they didn't like that. So that was a little uncomfortable at times, but I'm still starting. Yeah. So that's not gonna change.
What advice would you give somebody who is still searching for their purpose, whether they think that they should be a football star, or they think they should be a mathematician? What would you give somebody who's trying to figure out what exactly they want to do?
Recognize the signs. Recognize the signs, because you're going to be given signs. And if you ignore them, you ignore them. But you'll be given signs.
What are some of those signs?
God's going to give you those signs. He's going to give you those signs because he's giving you the talent. He's giving you that skill set. He's giving you what you're going to be. I mean, we're just living it out. Life is already made. We're just living it out. So my point is, if you don't recognize your gifts, your talents that you have, it's going to fade away. And especially if you're trying to be something that you're not, and do something that you can't, and not really designed to do, or that's your purpose in life to do. You know, if you're trying to be somebody else and do something that someone else is doing, because you see the end results, then you may be doing the wrong things.
What do you think is the start of somebody really living and being their true authentic self? What do you think the start is? What do you think they should start, I should say?
Where they should start?
Where they should start. A person that wants to be their true authentic self. Say they're in a career and it's not what they should be doing. They should be in this other career and they're putting on face when they go to this one career. What should they do to start being their true authentic self?
No, they have to do what makes them happy. They have to do what makes them feel good about life. And if you're doing something just to do it, you're not gonna be happy doing it. And so if you're not happy doing something, then you're doing the wrong thing.
Is that the sign?
That's the sign.
If
you're unhappy doing that particular thing, you might want to find something else to do.
So at this point in your life, what makes you happy?
Seeing my children happy, seeing them smile, seeing them have the things that I didn't have, you know, seeing the excitement when I walk through the door, you know, they miss me. And so, like I said earlier, the one thing that I would give as far as advice to a parent is just be there. Be there and support them. Whatever it is, be there and support them. And if you do that, that'll take them a long, long way. It'll take them a long way because they feel like they have somebody that believes in them. And whatever they're doing, that one believes that I can be whatever I want to be. And that's kind of what I try to instill in them. You can be whatever you want to be. There's no limit, but recognize what it is that you want to be and go full force.
It sounds like your main priority is to make sure your kids are living their true authentic self. All of your kids. How many do you have?
I've got 3 boys and finally got that girl.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and you know, even with my oldest to my youngest, they all have their own personalities. And I want them to understand that you're different, you're different, you're different, and you're different. You have a talent, you have a talent, you have a talent. You have to recognize that talent, whatever it is. Just like my 19-year-old. You know, he's watching his brother on TV and it's like, man, got some big shoes to fill. Well, first of all, you got to go to school and graduate from college because Pops graduated from college. Now you're watching your brother on TV. He made it to the next level. That may not be you. So I need you to be the best you. Don't try to be like your brother. Don't try to fill his shoes, my shoes. I need you to be the best you. And whatever that is, I'll accept that.
That's
and
important.
so that's that's where I'm with my 19-year-old. So he's he's in college and he's right now trying to figure out what he wants to do. And I say, hey, you may end up working for Pops. Hey, it's okay, but you'll have a skill set to apply to the company, which is my beard company.
That's important.
The beard oil.
Tell me about the beard oil.
Just kind of came up with the idea just because me and my oldest, we started growing a beard back in 2015, and then when the COVID hit, I was going to the barbershop and I kind of got this little luxury treatment, with the shampoo and the conditioner and all. I'm like, okay. It didn't quite smell like I wanted it, but it was still the same luxury, treating yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You get a haircut, if you can get a facial, get a facial.
Yeah.
It's a luxury
Self-love.
for us men to do. So
it really is.
Getting it, I said, man, I'm gonna come up with my own, because
Mm-hmm.
this don't smell like I really want it to smell,
Mm-hmm.
but it's doing the things that I want it to do.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's when I created my little beard oil line, which is
Okay. So drop your routine, because I know there's women out there that love your beard. So what's the routine? Is it all of your line, or is it the beard oil? You condition it every other day? What's the routine?
I try not to use the shampoo every day, because it's only so much you can use in a 3-ounce bottle.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, or 2-ounce. And so, but I still use it. I use it faithfully. My son uses it faithfully. He uses it on his beard. I think he done started using it as body wash. It smells so good. So, but my thing was I wanted to come up with my own and that way provide that to someone else as a little luxury.
Okay.
Treating themselves, but with a better smell and a better product.
How soon can we pick up the product?
Should be coming soon here in the next, I would say 30 to 45 days. I should be out.
Should we watch for it on your Instagram?
Yeah. Odell Beckham Brands.
All right.
Easy to remember.
Odell Beckham Brands.
Odell Beckham Brands.
What's one piece of advice or one thing that you want the world to remember you by?
I mean, everyone will have their own opinions and they'll have things to say, but again, the thing that I want people to remember about him was, he was, he was wealthy, or he had money, or, he was OBJ's dad and they had it all. But really, the most important thing to me, man, is someone remember me for the person that I am, the good person that I am, the good-hearted person that I am. That's how I want people to remember me. I want them to remember not me as an athlete, but me as a person. He was a good father. He was a dedicated father, That's really what I want them to remember. He took care of his responsibilities. He was a really, really honorable man. So other than that, I
think
that's about all I really want a person to remember me as. He was a really genuinely good dude.
I think that's more than enough, man.
Yep.
I think that's more than enough, man. Pops.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for coming on the show
Absolutely,
today, man. I think you really left the world with something that's going to change their lives for the better. So I think this was a great conversation, man, and hopefully we can get up again.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Anytime.
For sure, man.
Absolutely.
Thanks for coming out.
Yes, sir.
For sure.